Welcome back, everyone, to Resin Me Up. I am going to do a dish today. This mold was actually gifted to me by Terry. She sent me quite a few molds, and I have not had a chance to use any of them, but I thought this is perfect as a candy dish for fall. So today we're going to do my fall colors, and definitely will be a candy dish with wrapped candies in it, not candies that are not wrapped. So we have Caramel by Octopus, Ocean by Octopus, Tangerine by Octopus, and Enoki by Octopus. So we're going to start off with the lid, and I hope these two match, because of all the molds that she sent, these two are the only two that look like they go together. So we'll find out in the end. And then I have a little extra over here that I'll pour extra into if I need to. Okay. So, and that was also given to me with the molds that she sent. So for this, it does have a little finial on top. And so I want to make sure I get a color down inside there. So I am going to take a chance, and I'm going to drop one drop down inside there. And then we're going to start with some, I think I'm going to spritz. Make sure you guys can see this. Let me switch places here. And we're going to start off with some clear. Break that up just a little bit. And I don't want it to all be teal. You know what? Let me get some gloves on. I was trying to get everything ready, and I had gotten resin on my other pair, and I took them off and forgot to put another pair on. I don't like my hands to be sticky. I know. What am I thinking, right? Resin is sticky. And then I'm going to use the Enoki. One drop. And we're going to break that up. And then we're going to go in with Tangerine. Wipe this top off. It's so yucky. Don't want any of those ickies in there. And we don't want that, as I learned from the last one. Okay. That's why that does that, because it drips down the side versus coming out, and that's what causes that. Okay. So now I got to push that over. And then I'm going to go back in with teal, or with Ocean. That one's yucky too. And some Enoki. Oof, that's making a mess. And we're going to break that up. And then we're going to go in with the caramel. What the heck? That was not supposed to happen. So while I'm here, I'm going to use a Q-tip and I'm going to take some of that out of there before it gets out of control. Because that was way too much. Just like that. Good grief. That was terrible. Imagine if I would have left that all in there. And then I'm going to go in with some enoki to break that up. Oh, goodness. What is going on? I know what's going on. I have a migraine today. And I woke up with it. Renee from Heart Creations by Renee, we were on the phone last night, and she had a migraine yesterday. And I get them when the barometric pressure drops because of storms, and it's been raining here the last couple of days. And that's when I get them. Because of my traumatic brain injury, they are multiplied when I get them, and they suck. Just trying to break up that white. All right, now I'm going to go back in with teal or ocean. And then I'm going to go in with tangerine in the center. I only mixed up 300 ml, so I hope this is enough. For both of these. Look at all those wispies in there. I just love it. So pretty. Okay, now wipe my hand off here. Now we'll go in with white around the edge. And some caramel, now that we have that fixed. Push that white back. and then some teal, and then some tangerine in the center, and then we'll be filling it up from here. Here we go. I'm going to start on the outside. Let's break up that white. The white's going to pull back in, so I'm going to let that pull back in just a little bit. For a minute moment. See how it's pulling back in? Okay, and that is full. And then I'll take my little pin here and I'll break those up. Okay, there's the lid. Now, I probably am going to have to mix up some more resin, but I'm going to have to move. Oh, I can't move it. All right, hopefully you guys can see this over here. Let's see. I'm going to start off with some drops in here because I want a little color. I'm just going to put a few down there. Just like that. And then we're just going to pour around the edge. Because this is so shallow, we're going to go ahead and go in with our colors like I did, you know, on the thing, the holder. Switch to my left hand so that my arm wouldn't be in the way. See, we're almost to the top already. I'm just going to have enough. Put a little tangerine right in here. Also, while I'm doing this, I need to remember to tell you guys that Renee from Heart Creations by Renee is having another live this Saturday. I'll be posting something on my community tab once she gives me that information. She did do a video on that, like a prelude. So y'all need to go check that out on her channel. I was going to post it, but she told me last night something about the date or something was wrong. So I'll wait for her to get me the proper information before I post it. I don't want to post confusing information. So just so you know. Okay, there's that. Now I've got a little bit left in here. That should fill that up. I mean, it's not quite 100% full, but if I really wanted to, I could mix up probably about an ounce. Or maybe like 40 milliliters, and which I think it actually equates to an ounce. Oh, brain, brain, brain. Okay, y'all. I got some bubbles over here in this lid I need to handle, and then we will see you guys back on demold. Okay? See you in a little while. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is definitely time to take these out. I did mix up a little extra after I got off camera, just so I had enough to make sure. And so I did have a little extra, and I was able to fill this mold. So we'll take it out first. Let's see what it looks like. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay, let's take out this first. Get this to roll. If I can. And it's a little bendy, so I want to get this so that it'll roll fast. Ah, got bubbles. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. So I did get a couple bubbles, but those can be fixed. And that's the unfortunate thing about doing this technique, is you can't stick your tool down inside there to make sure you don't have bubbles, because you'll mess up your design. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. You can see all those little wispies in there. Looks like glass. So pretty. All right, let's get the lid out here. Same thing. It's going to be a little, probably a little bendy. Still warm. And I want to definitely be careful here with this finial. Because it is still warm. And I think I'm going to use some soapy water. Just because there we go. I just don't want to force it. I want it to come out on its own. Just like that. Just like that. All right. This is a solid lid, y'all. Solid. And of course, it looks different than the bowl because it's a solid lid. And I'm not sticking it back on there because I don't want it to get stuck. But yeah, look at that. Isn't it pretty? All those wispies in there, you know, they went straight to this. I'm wondering if I did the lid again, if I just didn't use as much white, if I wouldn't have got, but I mean, it looks good. It looks pretty cool because it went straight, you know, in, but it's not as see-through as that. Which is what, you know, I want this effect. I like this effect because it's not as see-through. I mean, this is more see-through than this. But it's pretty. It's very pretty. Now, it looks like this mold might have some, let's see if I wipe it off. I guess it's just from the soap. I thought maybe it had like a mark on the mold. But look at the finial. Isn't that cool? You can see all that, those wispies inside there. That's how I wanted the lid to be. It looks cool though. Very cool. All those little wispies in there. You can really see them. I just wanted it to be a little more see-through than this. But it is a thick, heavy lid. which surprises me for how shallow the bowl is, but it is very pretty. So that's what it'll look like. It's like that. So it's a pretty little candy dish, and that'll look good with Halloween candy in it. What do you guys think? Isn't it pretty? And then there's the bowl. Love it. Love this technique. Well, that is my candy dish for fall. I will get these little holes fixed, and then this is pretty too. This looks like something that might have come from Into Resin, but I don't know for sure, because like I said, it was in those molds that Terry sent me. But it's pretty. Very pretty. All right, y'all. Well, there's my project for today. And I may or may not pour that again. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, because I really like this look versus the more solid look. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll let you guys know if I do or decide to or not. It's very pretty. I love it. It's gorgeous. It just looks like glass, you know? So pretty. All right, y'all. Well, you'll need to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. And hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you should. It's free. And yeah. So remember, stay curious, stay creative, and always stay positive and be kind. And we will see you for tomorrow's video. Have no clue what I'm doing. No clue. I'll just have to surprise you. All right, y'all. Take care and have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.